All right, good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you to today's lesson. All right, so just as usual, I would like to start with explanation of what we did yesterday, so that we can just get an overview of what was done yesterday. So yesterday we are able to create a donut and column chart. We format the chart, and I introduce you to two tips. And today we are going to be looking at how we can work with other additional visuals in Power BI. So today we are going to be creating and formatting our KPI cards. We are going to work with map. We are going to use slicers to filter across visuals, and we are going to format. We are going to learn how to format slicers. So those are the things that we are going to be looking at today. So what we did yesterday, don't forget that just to recap, this is what we are trying to replicate. So and yesterday we are able to create a column chart, and we also create a donut chart. And I'll show you how to create a column chart using your visuals, and I'll also show you how to create a donut chart using one of the visual here. So to create this kind of column chart is known as clustered column chart, and the donut chart can be found beside this pie chart. So, and I explained yesterday that or one of our videos that we did last time that there's a difference between a column chart and a bar chart. A column chart is a vertical chart, while a bar chart is like an horizontal chart. So, and I teach you how to format a particular visuals by clicking on the visuals, going to this particular format your visual, and once you click on it, if you want to format your title, you click on general, and once you click on general, you see your title. You have to on your title. Once you on the title, you'll be able to edit the title. So you see it says by date, so you can change it to whatever you like. You can format it. You can put on bold, increase the size, and change the font color. Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, please mute your audio.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's what we are able to do yesterday, and that's everything about yesterday. So I give you as an assignment that you should try as much as possible to format other visuals, because I already explained how to format the visuals of 6x8. I also teach you how to put a shadow to your visuals just to make it more elegant. So by clicking on general and clicking effect, so you can just navigate to shadow on it. You can also see more details here. You can change the color for your shadow, and the offset. You can also change it as well. So that's how it works. So today, like I said, so today we are going to be looking at how to create a KPI cards and how to format our KPI cards. And also we are going to be working with maps and using our slicers and other things that we are going to be looking at too. So, all right. So before then, I would like to do some other formatting to our visuals. If you look at this, you can see that we have many things on these visuals, and this particular canvas contain all our visuals at once, and there are little spaces around them, and we are able to see many of them like clearly and all that. So let's also try to also do that to the current design that we are doing. So try as much as possible to make your visuals elegant. But while doing so, always try to also try to make there should be spaces, and your visuals should be elegant in a way. So that said, let's try to do some quick formatting to our visuals here. So let's say I want to reduce this by D2, And let's reduce this one to a little, and you are going to see that it's going to be bringing a red line just to, and let me move this one down a little bit like this, and let me also reduce this. And one thing I would like to do for this donut chart, let me format the donut chart. I don't want the legend to be showing here. So go to the format your visual. Once you click on format your visual, under the visuals tab, you'll be able to see legend. So if I show off it, all the legend will go away. But if I show on it, they will be back. So I want to see them, but I don't want them to be at the center right. So look at this option here, position. So I don't want them to be at the center right. I want them to be at the bottom right or bottom center. So click on bottom center. You can see they are now at the bottom center. This item that is showing, I don't want it to be showing. And that is where we have our title here. So this title is representing the item that is there. So if I show off it, it is gone already. So let's leave it this way. You should look at the visual that we are trying to replicate to. That's how it is. So, and let me reduce this a little bit also. So, and this visual, let me move it down too, and also reduce it a little bit. All right, so, and I can see that in my visual here, there is a particular thing here. So it means that everything I have to shift it to the right. So let's do that. Let's shift this to the right a little bit, just to give room for what we are still going to do there. And let me also move this one too. All right, so also I would like to expand this a little bit. So just play around with your visual, it is your visual, and just try as much as possible to create what is pleasing to the reader and the interpreter of your visual. So, and that's it. So, all right, so that's it. So today we are working with KPIs. Now, what we are seeing here at this particular visual, that you are seeing 11.28 thousand and 732 quantity. That is what they call KPIs. KPI is like the full meaning of KPI is key performance indicators. Key performance indicators. So the key performance indicators is like a particular information that show the actual, like the total, give like just like a direct response to a particular variable. Okay, this particular variable sales, this is the sales that we have for this particular product or this year. I'm going to explain what I mean better when we start introducing it. So that's just KPI cards. So to create a card, look at our visual. You know that if you want to create anything, you have to first press your canvas like this. So make sure that you do not select any visual. Click on your canvas and come back to your visuals pane here, visualizations pane. Look for cards. Now this is KPI, but we are not using this. We are using cards. This card, 1, 2, 3 that you are seeing here. We are using this card. So click on this card. So once you click on the card, it's going to show something like this. And once it shows something like this, you can now go to you can see it has been feeds. So it is asking you that what feed do you want to show? So we are looking for sales. So you want to show the total sales. So just click on the sales like this. And most times, the sales is always the card always work with numeric variable. If I should, let me click on this, let me cancel these cells and let me put region, for instance. It doesn't make sense. Central first region. There's not how to, so it is mostly used with numeric values. So this is a 20,000 naira. So don't forget that what we are doing today is how we can create and format KPI. So I've created a KPI, so I need to format it. So now formatting the KPI or formatting the card that we have, let me reduce this a little bit because we are going to have two there, two KPIs. Just play around it and let me place it around here. So let me give it a shadow. Come to your format, your visual here. Come to general and go to effect. You can give it a shadow of, let's say, I want to use this. So that's our visual. So also another thing is that I want it to be, look at this one here. Look at what is there here. You can see that we have 11.28 thousand and it is in decimal number. So I also want to also show it in decimal number. So, and I want to change the color. So you come to the visual here. So you can see something like callout value. You can see something like callout value. So this callout value, click on callout value. So you will see display unit. You can see that this one is showing 1,000. So I can change it to anything. I can change it to 1,000. I can change it to millions. I can change it to billions and trillions. Anyone I want. But it's good for, if I should change it to millions, now you see 0 point something. You can see, but I don't want it to be in millions since we only have thousands there. So that's our sales. And the value decimal places, it is in auto currently, but I want it in 2 decimal places. So click on this, you can see it's changing already. So I want it to be a color of blue. So click on the color, you can put the blue color there. You may want to increase the size if you want, and you just play around it. So that's how to just format a card, just to show that okay, the total sales that we have here is 19.63 thousand. So that's our total sales. So also we are also interested in the cards for the total quantity that we have in our visual. So I can duplicate this card. So to duplicate this card, just press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So pressing Ctrl C and at the same time press Ctrl V. Make sure that you select the card before you press the Ctrl C and the Ctrl V. So once you are done with that, you can just shift your card as you want it. So we may want to increase this like this, and I also want to increase it like this. So, and that was it. That was it. So, but this is sales. This is also sales. So but I don't want it to be sales. I want it to be quantity here. So for me to do that, I just come to our visuals here. This your visual pane, build visual pane. So I just come there. I will remove the sales. So rather than adding the sales, let me just put the sold, unit sold. So the unit sold is representing the quantity. So press on quantity. You can see 2.12 thousand. But I don't want it to be in decimal. I don't want it to be in, I want it in whole number. So in that case, let me just go to my format visuals, come to callout value. In your callout value, I want this to be in whole number. So just reduce it to 0, and that's it. Just like that. At the same time, I don't want it to be something like sum of units sold. Some people may not even understand what you mean by sum of units sold. So let's change that title. So if you want to change the title, come to this category label. No, sorry. This this general, and coming. Wait. There are two ways to do it. If you want to change the title that is showing here, the label that is showing here, you can come here and double click on it. So once you just double click on it, you can just change it to quantity. It's going to change like that. So sorry, I made a mistake here. So just change it to quantity here, and to just change. So this also applies to other visuals too. So this sales now, let's say I want to change it to some sales. Just click on that card and just double click here under your field here, and just click on some sales. So to change as well too. So that's how to format your visual, your like to create your cards and format it. So that's it. And now, so that's how to calculate. That's how to visualize your cards. So create and formatting KPI cards. So working with map. Now, this map is something that is one of the most important visuals in Power BI, and I would like to walk you guys through how you can create a map in Power BI. So come to your visuals there. Map is sometimes you may want to show maybe the sales by state, or you want to show sales by region or country or province or metropolis or anything that requires regions. So one of the things that we can use is our map. So come to your map here. You have many maps here. Now, each of all these lines that you are seeing here, this one is like, if you're looking for anything that is bar or column, just come to the first one here. You are looking for something that is line or something that shall show something like timeline, you can come to this second line here. If you are looking for something that shows relativity or maybe yeah, relativity in essence, you can just come here. You see different chart visuals here. So if you're looking for something that map or this thing, so this is where you can get your maps. So this is one map here, this is another map here. There are different types of map. So basically, for you guys that are just starting out, you are going to see this map here. You be able you have access to this map, but there are many visuals. There are plenty visuals. For instance, now look at this sticky dot that is there. If you click on this sticky dot, you can see get more visuals. But if you click on get more visuals, it's going to take me to the online service version. But we are not going to cover that in this class. Probably in the additions class, we are going to look into that. So now to get your map, don't forget click on your canvas and click on this map. It's going to bring it map. So this is it. So you have to feed your map. Now in the map, you are going to see something like location, legend, and all that, all those things. So we don't have the only location that we have here is our region. So let's say I want to show the region. I want to show sales by region. Just come to this region here, click on region, and click on the sales. So this region should be here. So do you see the way my data is? Sales by region, just as simple as that. Sales by region. So my sales is already in the bubble size distance, and my region is under the location. So don't forget that I said automatically PowerBI will help you to deduce where to put it. So your region, your location. So this is how to visualize map. So, but let's say I don't like this kind of map. There's a particular map that I like mostly personally, and that map is ArcGIS. And ArcGIS has much features than this map. ArcGIS is not available if you don't sign in. You have to sign in before you are going to have access to ArcGIS. You can see in my own distance here, you can see my name is signed in. So that's why I have access to ArcGIS. But don't worry too much. If you don't have ArcGIS in your distance, you can temporarily be using this map to visualize your own region, says by region. So, but I would like to change it to ArcGIS to show you guys what ArcGIS can do. So if once you click on ArcGIS, it always takes time to load based on your data, like I mean your connection. So let's wait for it a little bit. So it's always that's more options than the what's it called than the first one I use. So this one you'll be able to you have like a zoom icon that you can zoom if you want to zoom more. You also have other options. These other options here, there's many other options here. So if like there are many options, let me try to increase this so that we can see better. So these are all the options that we have. So you can search a particular location. Okay, by the distance that you feed in. So you can search east, you can search west, you can search central and all those things. So you can search and all those things. You can search by location. You can search by anything. So and you can change your layers. You can change your layers and many things that you can do. Another thing that I would like to introduce to us is that if you are trying to, before this map is like this. Let me decrease it a little bit. So this map is small as this. So let's say I want to make it like I want to edit it in a bigger view. Just click on this icon here and sorry, look at this small icon here. Let me go back. Look at this icon here, something like this. So click on this icon. You can see focus mode. So click on this focus mode. So you can see now we now have a bigger view of our map. So you'll be able to do anything you want to do. You can search. If you want to search, you can. This is to pick. If you want to pick particular region that you supplied in. So there are many things like that that you can just explore within the ArcGIS. So, but if you don't have ArcGIS, like I said, you can use other maps that are available. But ArcGIS is one of the best map visuals that most people used to use. So that's how it works, and that's it for map. Also, today we like to look into how we can create slicer and how we can use our slicers to filter across our visuals. So now let me to create a slicer basically slicer is like a filter visual where I can, for instance now, if I should click on 2014, let's say in this particular visual, look, pay attention to everything that is here. Pay attention to everything. Look at how it's going to change. Let's say I click on my G mode and I'm interested in 2014 quarters alone. Double click on the 2014. Look at it. This is 19.63 now. It has changed already, 11.45. And look at the map also. The map also changed. This one also changed to 1000. So that's how everything is going to affect. But it is not a good practice to be filtering your old visuals from this particular like what if you don't have, but it's always a good practice to have a slicer where you can use to filter your visuals across. You can filter your page across all your visuals. So in that case, I'm going to introduce us to what is known as slicers. So click on your canvas again, go to your visualizations pane. We can see this icon beside this KPI this thing. So look at this slicer and click on this slicer. Click on it like that. So once you click on your slicer, it says we should provide the information. Let's say, for instance, here now, in this visual that we are trying to replicate, I have I have okay, I can filter this particular page, this whole page, I can filter them by the products, whether binder, desk, and other things. I can filter them. And let's say I click on pen set, for instance. So it's going to filter everything. You can see everything has filtered. And let's say I select everything at once. So you can see now we now have 19.63 and all those things. So that's how to filter. So let's also create that kind of thing. So I would like to also filter this particular page by the product. So once you click on this slicer, look at this feed that is here. Click on item. So once you click on item, it's going to feed it in. Click on the check the item like this. You can see it has now feed us in. So we have the item and all those things here. So if I should there's binder, there's desk, there's pen, there's pencil, there's pencil, and all those things. So if I can also, like, one of the things that we are meant to teach today is slicer and how to edit your slicer. So now I've introduced how to create a slicer to you guys, but how can we edit this slicer? So if you want to edit this slicer as well, come to your format visual. You can see slicer settings. So click on the slicer settings. It is asking you that which one do you want? Is it vertical list or tile or drop down? So let's select drop down. We don't want a vertical list. So you can see that it has now changed. So we have drop down. So now we have selection. It is asking us that do we want to be selecting them, like once you just select one like this, we don't want to select other ones. Yeah, you can only select per time, like it's like a multiple choice question slicer. Like once you select one, you won't be able to select the other. So that's meaning of this single select. So that is why it is off here. But if I show on it, I can only select one per time. But I don't want that. I should be able to select at least more than one per time. So I don't want to on it. So this is how to use your visual. And in this case, let me also see this. You see that here, we don't have anything like item here as our this thing. So let's also remove that too. So come to your slicer settings and you see slicer header, you can off it. So once you off your slicer header, it's going to, the item will be gone. And if you want it, you can put it there anyways. So there are other things that you can do, the values. Let's say all the value that is here, we have binder, decks, and all those things. So let's say we want to increase the size, you can increase the size. You can see it is increasing already. So let's say I want it to be very elegant. You can see it is increasing, but I don't want that. Let's just put it at 14. So you can give them color as you want, and you can do many things on the formatting part of it. You can give it a background. So you can give it a background color. Let's say I give it a color of blue. to make it
Láti jọ sọ ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa make sense nígbà tí mo wà lórí.
so you can give it a background of blue, but I don't want a background. Let's just remove it. Let me just reset it to default. So reset to default, you can see. So that's how to create a slicer, as simple as that. And I would like to put it here just to see like so that you'll be able to see it at a glance. So now look at everything. Look at everything. Let's everything is already in default stage, but let's say I'm only interested in the one of binder. Like we have different products here. So we have binder, we have pen set, pencil, pen, and desk. So let's say I'm interested in only binder, and let's say I want to select multiple. So you have to click on Control key and press desk as well. You can see now. So we have binder and desk. So we have pen. So you can see now everything is changing. So this some sales that is there, it means that the total sales for binder, desk, and pen is 13.32 thousand. So this so the total sales that is here, it means that we have the addition of the sales of binder, desk, and pen is 13.32 thousand. So let me also press my control key and also select pen set. You are going to see it has increased again to 17.49 thousand. So that means that I'm featuring everything that is there, everything, all the visual all together. I'm featuring them accordingly to the selection I made here. So that's how it works. Also, according to the visual that we are trying to replicate, we also have time also. We can also filter by time. So let's say I want to filter by dates here. So I can also duplicate this slicer that is here. But before I duplicate it, let me filter it. Sorry, let me format it. You can also format filter. The way you put shadow here, you can also put shadow for filter as well. So come to this format your visual here, and in this general that is here, you are going to see something like effects. So you can give it a shadow, and you can create a shadow of, let's say we want a gray. You can see now it is now elegant. It's come out a little bit. So let me now copy my visual, my slicer. So press Ctrl C and Ctrl V, just like we do for other ones. And let's select it like, let's move it to this side a bit. We are still going to edit this particular page very well. So I don't want the item, I want the date. So cancel this item and select, let's say, come to year and pick year instead of so I want years. You can see years. So if I should click on this drop down now, you'll be able to see 2014, 2015. So if I'm only interested in 2014, look at all the visuals. Pay attention to the visuals. So click on 2014. You can see. So it means that our sales in 2014 is 11.16 thousand naira, and the quantity that is sold is 1,000 units that is being sold, and that is for only binder, desk, pen, and pen set. So it is as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So let's say I want 2015 also. I'm interested in 2015 alone, and I'm interested in only, let's say I don't want pen set in this case. I want pencil. So click on pencil, but you have to press your control key first before you can press the pencil. So once I press pencil, you can see now, it means that 7.93 thousand. So at a glance, that is the work of a KPI cards. At a glance, you'll be able to see that, okay, this is a total sales that is being made for the particular filter that you select. And you'll be able to communicate it to your audience that this is what this particular visual is trying to explain and something like that. So that is how to calculate, that's how to get a cards, and how to create your slicer, and also how to format your slicer. So that is everything. So if you want to select more than one, you have to press your control key first, 2014. And for instance, let's say I want to be, if you want to view all, you can either select both 2014 or 2015. But if you don't select it eventually, even though if you don't select it, you can just click on 2014, like you can just click on it like this, just to, you can see it's still the same thing. Is either you on both of them or you off both of them. Your answer will still be the same. So that's how it works. So one thing I would like to explain here, click on this area chart that is here, and let's filter to, okay, let me select everything on this particular, so let me select everything. So we have 2014 and 2015. Now let's click on this drill down and let me go to quarter. You are going to notice that this is quarter 4 and this is quarter 3. It is not, it is in, this is like a descending order. Ordinarily, a good practice is that it has to be in ascending order. The quarter 3 is supposed to come before quarter 4. So to do that, what we can do is that we can sort this particular area chart by the date or by the quarter. So click on this particular more options. You can see sort as is. So you can sort the as is. So it is asking us, do you want to sort by sales or you want to sort by year, quarter, ID? You know, we have in our X axis, we have year and the quarter ID as our X axis. So press on year, quarter ID. So we want to sort by quarter, year, quarter ID, but you can see that it has not even changed. So to now make it change, go back to the sort axis. It has already selected this thing, but it's still selecting sort descending. So to make it be in ascending, click on sort ascending, and just like that, our visuals has changed. So this is Q3 and this is Q4. So just like for 2015 as well, let me go to 2015. You can see now we now have quarter 1 and quarter 2. So that's how it works. So that is how to sort your your visuals if you want to sort it. So in the next class, which is tomorrow, we are going to be looking at how to create a text boxes and how to format your text box and how to edit your slicer interaction across your visuals. And what I mean by that is that at some point, maybe I may decide that now, currently now, if I should select this particular slicer 2014, it's going to change everything in the visuals. But what if I don't want this particular area chart? Look at this area chart now. It does not look fine. It does not, like, it's just dots. And this happened because we only have little data sets that we are working with for this particular area chart. So this doesn't make sense. So I don't want this slicer to affect this area chart. So there's a way to limit the particular visual that your slicer can affect. So that's what we are going to be teaching tomorrow. And also, we should look at this visual here. We have, oh, sorry, I mistakenly moved this. All right, so we have, in this particular visual, you can see we have our title that is there. We have our title. We have this particular Jamil. If I should over on this Jamil that is here, you see connect on LinkedIn. It is there. So tomorrow we'll be able to also use our own name as well, and we are going to teach us how to create all these things that is here and this thing. And you can see that the color that is here is different from the color that I'm using here. So also there's a way to also change, and I think I even teach us how to change colors. Just that, or I've shown us how to change, how to format anyways. So let's say I want to change the color that is there, just come to this what's it called? These columns, and you can see 2014, the color is light blue. Let's say I want to change it to this particular color that's changed already. So use any color that you want, and you can change it across all your visuals. So let's say you are not interested in this particular color. All these colors that you are seeing here, they are default colors. And there is also a way to also choose your theme, like your color, the color that you want. And that we are going to cover it in the additionals class. So this 2014, let's cancel it and look at how our visual now looks like. So this is how to just format it. And in this particular visual also, if I should click on this link here, I'm coming, let me see. So let's say I click on this particular link that is here. So it's going to take us to, it's going to take me to my LinkedIn profile page. I think it's already there. So immediately it's going to take me to my LinkedIn profile page. So sometimes after creating your visual, you may want to also propagate it or also give out your put your names and your link there for people to connect. You can put all your links and everything there. So I will also teach you how to do that in our next class and the additional class. So that is everything for today's class, and that's what we intend to cover for today's class. So tomorrow we teach you how to also format your visuals very well and also place your visuals accordingly. The way these visuals is placing like this is not really good enough. So there's a way to also do it. So try as much as possible to practice this on your own. Know how to create a map, know how to create a slicer, know how to create a card, and know how to format all your visuals according to the way you want them. So that's it. So we only have like almost 4 minutes left. So I'm going to use that 4 minutes to entertain questions. So if you have any questions, please unmute your mic and ask whatever question you have.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, good afternoon.
Good evening.
All right, good evening.
Sir.
Yeah.
Firstly, I would like to appreciate you for the class you've been taking us. Honestly, it's very, very well explanatory. You tried a lot. God bless you, sir. And I was the one that have an issue during the cardinality when I was connecting some sort of relationship together. That you asked me the data type.
Yeah.
Are you with me, sir? Exactly. Right. So I went back to it. Then I changed the data type on the date dimension, but it was bringing error. To change it to I need to change it from text to number, but it was showing some dates are correct, while some are showing error. So, and I remember that you told us that there used to be error at the headers. It will show red. It actually shows red.
Okay.
Are you with me, sir?
All right.
It actually shows red. So I click on that red. I think I right click, yes. I right click on it, then I clear error. So the moment I cleared the error, the moment the error was cleared, the date was correct back to the data type was correct to number back. So, what thing I discover is that my visualization and the trend of those area charts that you taught us was quite different from the one you did. So I don't know what might really come up, what really came up rather. I don't know.